Greetings, my fellow film fanatics. My fellow film fanatics, and welcome to live stream number 66. So good to be back. Last week, I'm sorry that I missed last week my oldest daughter's birthday. So we had a party and whatnot. So we she had a joint party with one of her best friends, and we went to their house and celebrated her birthday. So that was on Sunday, last Sunday. So I couldn't stream. I mean, you guys are important, really important, but, you know, it's my daughter. It's my firstborn child. Jeffrey's here first. Hey, radios, I gotta say, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 are not bad. I know, but it is a bummer about the regular 8. Bonnie, on time. Bonnie's here. Barry is here. We're back. Yes, radio's got 3 new cameras. Let's do this, Lyle. Wait. What's going on here? Barry says, I'll never be first. You know, me either, Lyle. Sorry, I got something stuck in my tooth. Yeah. Radios, I got big discounts on 2 of them due to either operator errors or battery terminals need cleaning with vinegar. You know, I'd say 40, probably 40% of cameras, 30 maybe, 30 to 40% of cameras that don't run can be fixed by cleaning the battery contacts. You can also spray, lambast them with contact cleaner. Lyle says he sold his K3 with my Zenith Tar 16 and 2 rolls of film, got a king's ransom. Woo! Now you're getting an Aeroflex. Good for you, Lyle. Jeffrey Feingold is here. Hi, gang, from a rainy day in London. You know, it's not rainy here. It was kind of nasty yesterday, but right now it's sunny and 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Mike is here. Hey there. Unfortunately, I bought a rare Elmo 8 TL that was killed by some knucklehead not taking batteries out. It's so common. It is so common for people to just leave battery. Even those of us that collect cameras and use them regularly, we know better, and even we forget sometimes. I find cameras occasionally that I've forgotten and left the batteries in. Let's see. Eric is here. Hey, Eric. Limelight's back. Family first. Baby. Family. First baby. Yeah, she was my first baby. She just turned 15. So we had a party at our friend's house. Her best friend and their parents are our good friends as well. The compartment was rusted. It was so bad. Yeah, like I told you in an email, I think that's a candidate for like a complete breakdown. In other words, you're going to have to tear that camera down. The way I look at it is it's either going to be a really nice shelf piece, or you can try to take it apart slowly but surely, maybe video the entire thing, and don't call me Shirley, and try to find the root of the problem, replace the contacts if needed, new wires maybe, solder in some new wires. I mean, think about it. The worst case Ontario, if it doesn't work, then you still have that same beautiful shelf piece. Been a crazy week with Thanksgiving and setting up Christmas. I know, us too, Jeffrey. I was up this morning 6 a.m. and decorating the tree in the dark of the morning. My wife and youngest daughter and my oldest daughter helped a bit. Did all of the decorating in our home yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. We put up our tree. We have a fake one. And they decorated everything. We even have this little guy out here today. Ready?
We're gonna have the best looking house in town, Russ. I've always wanted to do this.
It's a lot of lights, Dad.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's a lot of work too, but if I'm out in the cold and I'm committed to decorating the house, we do it right and we do it big.
Think you might be overdoing it, Dad?
Russ, when was the last time I overdid anything? Come on, unravel these.
Well, not here. Work on that.
Not here. Look at that.
Let's see.
I'll get the other box.
Arguably the best Christmas movie ever made. I was at this one at 6 a.m. Okay, yeah, Jeffrey, I'm with you on that. Bonnie says, think I might have found a 11 35mm reels for about $20. Wow. Was a picture of some 35mm film cans, and the description says that they weighed about 5 kilograms. You better pick that up. I mean, worst case, you have a bunch of cool 35mm tins for $20. Pretty good deal. They're good for storage. Best case, you got a ton of film for $20. Hey, Jim, good to see you, my friend. Jim Cahill is here. Radios, the Nizo Integral 10, my first Nizo, is working. I have 2 non-working Nizos. Battery battles are real. Yeah, they are. You are not kidding. What? Except for power zoom as usual. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Really. I never use that power zoom, the button. If I zoom in and out, which I do sometimes, I just do it quickly with the... Many of the Super 8 cameras I got simply cleaning the battery contacts fixes 75% of the problems. Absolutely. Hey, Remjet, good to see you. That Elmo was not sold much at all in the U.S. due to price and Super 8 being released just a couple months later. Gordon is here. F11 today in Maine. F11. Very nice. A little bit chilly. Overcast and a bit chilly. Let's see. Oh, Jim from Greece is here. Hello, all my friends from the other side. I prepare a big cleaning to my 9.5mm film collection and 2 16mm. You do need big courage for that. Yes, 9.5mm. I've never worked with 9.5mm. It's fascinating to me, but I've never worked with it. My scanner will scan 9.5mm, but I don't have the guides for it. There are some aftermarket ones that I can buy for about $350 US. But I don't have a call for 9.5 really, so I hate to spend the money and not ever have it to scan. Vacation is absolutely the best. Jeffrey says, Jeffrey Feingold, I should say. We have a bunch of Jeffreys. Looking for an 8mm, is that a, what is that? Ryko mic that works. All I bought on eBay don't. I don't know. I know Ryko. R-I-C-O-H. I don't know Recamite. That's a 8mm regular 8 camera. I have to check that out. And it takes 100-foot magazines too, just like the Bolex H8. I gotta get a Griswold figurine. I have another one too that's really cool. He's up top. You guys can't see him. Let's get him down. My sister-in-law got me this last Christmas. You guys remember him. He just kind of hangs out. He's this thing.
What we're looking for today is the Griswold family Christmas tree.
He does like 5 or 6 different sayings. I'll send you the Thanksgiving footage I took with my Nikon. Yes, please do. Also, has anyone seen FPP posting today on Super 8? No. What did they post? What did FPP post today? I have not seen it yet. Hey, Lyndon's here. Hello. How are you? Thank you for popping in. Jeffrey, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't seen it. I get all of their alerts and whatnot, but that I have not seen. Is it on YouTube? Is it a video they posted, or is it their podcast? And that Canon AF310XL I got is ultimate point and shoot. And that one's the autofocus, right? Those are cool. A 1984 date code marking on it. That's a newbie. I never use the power zoom feature on most Super 8 cameras. The only one I use power zoom is on the Blues. Manual zooms are awkward and loud and slow. I like to go the rate that I like to go, Jim. I'm with you on that. And that Canon was sold as not working. I know. That's when we call that life's little bonus. A life's little bonus. When you get a non-working camera that no one else buys, and voila, it works. Some macro food shots in my Thanksgiving footage. Doing well. Good. Oh, good. Good. That's good to hear, Lyndon. Oh, podcast. Okay, no, I haven't heard their new podcast. FPP YouTube. Oh, was there YouTube? Podcast YouTube. Well, I usually listen to both, so. I have the two versions, Campro 9.5 millimeter and the our fantastic camera projectors from the 1930s. The only no, I don't have any 9.5, but I know Pathé made. I don't even know why I'm referencing that. Pathé was well known for their 9.5 millimeter cameras, and I do have a Pathé right there, double Super 8 camera. It runs beautifully. It just needs a lot of help. There's a lot of issues with it. Looks like I'm getting some info from. Wow, thank you, Jim. Very, very generous of you. Jim, we're going to talk about it in 1 second. But I just got a message from Jim Cahill on here. You guys all know Jim Cahill. And that was very generous of you, Jim. Thank you very much. But we're going to talk about something in a minute that he did, and we're going to pull it out, and I'm going to show you guys. But thank you, Jim. Silver Horse is here. Hi, Mike. Better late than ever. Yes, you are here. And you're not really that late. We're only 13 minutes in. I'm probably going to buy a Canon single 8 next time because I have no single 8, and that's it for 2024. All the stuff I want in 2025 is a Beaulieu and Lycina. Those would be nice. I'd love to have one each of those. Hey, Manny is here. Hola, Mike. Buenas tardes, everyone. Good evening. Tardes. Tardes. Afternoon? I don't know. Noches this evening. Tardes this afternoon, I believe. My want list is greatly reduced. Well, you've been picking up a lot of things. I have a bunch of stuff I want to go over with you guys today. It's going to be really fun. We got some cool things we're going to look at and talk about. Let me see here. So if I miss a couple of chats, I'm sorry. But there are some things that we are going to talk about. First and foremost, and we're going to get to what I was talking about a second ago with Jim Cahill, but first and foremost, Kodachrome K40. And I don't know where Travis is. Travis texted me and said, I'll be there live stream. But he's not here, so I'm going to remind him. Kodachrome K40. You guys just look at this for a second. You look at that for 1 second. And I do not see Travis in the live stream. So I'm going to pick on him a little bit. There. So do you guys see these? That is a old Kodachrome K40. Oh, you're there. Okay. And two Tri-X 7278s. We all know these because that's what we did. The 5 films that we sent out, which we're going to watch one today. So I got these 3. They're not exposed. Probably not much at all because I did my pencil trick, and there's none of them that are fully exposed. Follow me on this, okay? If you watched my last video, the found film, you know an inkling about this, but I bought these 3 cartridges as is. They were open like this, right? No boxes. Well, they may have had boxes, but they were all mixed up. So I bought these. I believe they're all from the 90s. I paid a total of about $30 for these 3. $32, okay? And I probably would have done that, pardon me. I probably would have done that anyway because I'll typically pay somewhere around $15 for Tri-X and Plus X. I wouldn't pay that much for Kodachrome. But for new-ish, like old but yet not shot, Tri-X and Plus X, I will pay around $13 to $17 a cart. To me, that's worth it. I won't go any higher than that. So for $31 or $32, I got these 3 rolls. Okay? It's not earth-shattering, groundbreaking deal, but, are you guys ready for this? This is what it also included. Are you ready for this? It didn't include it. It was the whole thing, but these 3. Let me show you what I got for $32. That's with shipping and tax and everything. Here it is. By the way, that picture doesn't include these 3. Because if you'll look at the film on all of those. It's all exposed. See it all? These are not. See there? So my point is, I would have paid 32 bucks, maybe around 30, 25 or 30, just for these three. But for my money, I also got that. I was a little in awe about it because I'm still in awe. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that film here in a few minutes, and we're actually going to show you one. It is going to possibly be the coolest found film series that we've ever seen. And I honestly wish more people were watching it because this one's going to be really cool. I just wait till you guys see what this one hopefully is all about. But we have a full found film from that lot. Look at the far right. I'm sorry, the far left. Those are all plus X. I pulled one of those at random and I processed it. And we're going to show it tonight. Along with Jeffrey's Tri-X empty. His word was empty. We got that one loaded up. We're going to show you that as well. Mamma mia! I know. I could not believe. So all of it is found film. Okay. And Barry's here. Barry, I have not forgotten about you. Barry sent me, this is his, Sonic 25. I don't know if any of you have ever shot this before. I have. And now Barry has. And I asked him to send this to me. He shot this. And I'm going to process it for him because I wanted another roll to use in this, in black and white. This is the G now that another Jeffrey, 3D printed for me. And I want to do some more experimenting with that because I want to make a video of that. So we're going to do Barry's film with that G now. And he's already given me permission to show it on a live stream. So let me move Clark. Clark, why don't you just chill right there? Okay. I want to show you guys a book too. Well, thanks for warning me, Jim. I will ask my... No way, double feature. Yes, double feature tonight. I want to show you guys a book that I got in the interim when we were not live streaming. It is such a cool book. Let me move these. This is going to be fun. You guys. Oh, yeah. Look at this book. I don't remember. It was like 10 bucks or something. Did I show this to you guys last time? I don't remember. I don't think I showed it already. Did I already show you guys this book? Hey, Rich. Joe Schmo is here. This book is so flipping cool. You remember, I don't know, in one live stream I did a bunch of books. We did book reviews. And this is my favorite book of all time. The Book of Movie Photography by David Cheshire and Alfred Knopf. This is probably going to be number 2. It's amazing. It is about techniques. And it delves into the world of Super 8. It's published in 1979. This is the first edition. This one happens to be in really good condition. Look at this. Look at the lady in the bottom there working with the film directly. There are some color. There are some black and whites. Look at this. You talk about memory lane. Woo! They talk about single system sound, double system sound, Super 8, Super 8, Super 8. Just an insanely fun book. Fun book that I highly recommend that book. I have nothing. It was just a used book on eBay. Obviously, they don't make those anymore. But I got it on eBay. Mike, show the pics of them making blues. Where was that picture, Jim? Did you send me that picture? Because wow, deja vu. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know where it's at. Did you send me those? Because I also came across some more somewhere. I gotta dig because there's some other things. Oh, it's in the book. Oh, you have this book, don't you? Oh, that's right. Duh. Okay, no wonder I had deja vu. Yes, there is pictures in here. I saw that. Those were pretty amazing. In the Boyu factory. Don't know if I'm going to be able to find it really quick, but it was pretty amazing. Looked like a young kid collimating a lens or something. I don't remember exactly, but it was really cool. I think you have this book, right, Jim? Here it is. Look at this. Huh? How cool is that? Wow. I don't know if there's if that is it. I can't remember. Who did that? The Boyu 6008. Yeah, this book is just I will never get rid of that book. And it's not expensive. You can still get them. They're making the 6008. That's right. Yes. Okay. Fun book. Fun book. Fun book. Jim Cahill is here. You got it. All right, so Jim sent me a camera to review, put it through its paces. He bought it. He just sent me a message on Facebook, and he was generous enough. I've gotten some cameras from people over the years. They'll send them, and then I'll do a review. I'll have fun with it for a month or two, and then I'll send it back. Well, Jim, he's a very generous fellow, but he sent me this. The Super Zoom 8 by Nikon. A really cool Nikon Super 8 movie camera. I put batteries in it. But anyway, he just sent me a message and said, Mike, you can keep the camera. This is the kind of guy he is. So, and I will very graciously accept it and take very good care of it like I do all of my cameras. And I will be doing a complete breakdown of this camera in a long form video. Long form meaning 10 minutes. Runs great. It was converted, I think, by Filmwave for Jim. They put the little bypass in here that you don't need the little button cells anymore. So now your 4 AA batteries that go in the handle to power the camera, it powers everything. It powers the light meter, so you don't need to fuss with these little 1.3. This one took 2, I believe, 1.3 volt, those old school, lead acid batteries down here. You guys know what we're talking about. Yeah, Filmwave, and it does not require the button batteries. See, they put the little thing, it says AA only, which is a really cool feature. Thank you, Jim, so much. It really does mean a lot to me. It sounds fantastic. It's not as loud as you would think for an old metal camera. I expected it to be a lot louder, and it's not. I mean, I almost think if we threw a blanket over it, towel over it, you could possibly use it indoors. Maybe some sync sound work. We're going to look for this relatively soon because I am really excited about shooting with this camera. I have an old Nicorex Zoom 8 regular 8 camera that I bought for $5 at a flea market, but the batteries, like Radios was saying, have completely overtaken it, and I can't get it fixed. So this is the only Nikon movie camera that I own now. The only one. So I'm really excited about it. Thank you again, Jim. Oh, Filmwave did the CLA on it as well. Yeah. I heard a lot about this guy. It would be kind of nice if he'd pop in one day. I skipped buying one of those because I want an R10. Well, now I want both, Mike. I'm with you. Oh, do you have one of those, Manny? Great, super sturdy. It's like a Bolex. I mean, it's so just beastly, heavy duty. Got the filter key. If you want to get the filter out of the way, you just pop it in there in lieu of putting a light in there. Pete's here. Hey, sorry, keep missing these. Good to tune in again. It's good to see you, Pete. La-di-ba. Let's see where we're at. He's only 5. I know, he's very close to me. He's a little more than 5 miles, but he isn't that far. I think he's in St. Augustine, right, Jim? Or Palm Coast? Yeah, he's not that far from me. Makes awesome sharp indeed. Images, yeah. And look at this case. Got the original Nikon case. Yeah, I do. They are going to outlast any R8 or R10. Wow. Got the little lens hood for it. A nice metal one. Jim, I really appreciate this. I really do. I really do. Phew. What you people do for me sometimes. What you people. I still want to give some of these away. Do you remember Todd from CK Filmworks sent me, and we kind of ran out of time last week, sent me these. Hey, there's Matthew. Yeah, those old cases are nice. And it's heavy duty too. It's like hard. It's a hard side. So I'm going to give 5 of these things away. I'll just send them to you. They're really lightweight. But if anyone is interested in this, these are foamies. You know, the little chamois? I had put one last time on my CP16. It goes over your eye cup. You don't take the eye cup off your camera, and you need it to be kind of a bigger eye cup. So like 16 millimeter stuff, probably Bolex, you would put this chamois over it, and it's real comfortable on your eye. Jim, I will send you one. These are chamois. I'm going to give these 5 away. I'm going to send them away. I'm going to send one to Jim. Jim Cahill. Anybody would like one, just let me know. And just think about it. If you want one, if throughout the stream, if you say, yeah, you know what, maybe it will fit my camera, let me know. I got 5 to give away, so I got 4 left. Manny will take one. Now, I already have Jim. I have, it is a fun word, isn't it? Jim, I have your address. Manny, I have your address. So you don't need to let me know. They look like they might be things to make out of foam. Vince Offer approves of chamois giveaways. Sham, wow! I will give you one, Mike. I got 2 more. Hey, I made it, Steven. You're here. You made it. Did you sort out that C41 thing? I honestly would not worry about it. Of course. Are they sold by that chamois pitch guy on the info? I think he actually... Oh, no, he's not the one that passed away. Billy Mays is the one that passed away. But the kind of the wiry, skinny, tall guy, he was crazy. He was the chamois guy. It ran all right, Mike. I did 3 rolls. Okay, good. All right. So we got Jim, Manny, Mike. It's only fun to say Nizo in a funny European accent. Nizo. Nizo. I don't want to get started on my ridiculous accents. Oh yeah, I developed some more 35 millimeter and E6. E6 is so cool, isn't it? Oh, that's who it was. Okay, Limelight. That was Vince Offer. Yeah, the skinny, he was real wiry. Like, yeah, like that guy. Is he still doing that stuff? Slap chop. Oh yeah, you had the little thing that went over all the nuts. Yeah. Man, if you guys remember, you have to be a little bit older. I know we're straying for a second. Give me a second. Do you guys remember Don LaPree? Throw it at me if you remember. My brother and I, my older brother, used to love watching Don LaPree. He had Cindy Margolis, who was the most downloaded woman on the internet at the time in the 90s. But he had Cindy Margolis as one of his spokespeople, and he sold tiny classified ads in the newspaper advertising something, really nothing, to make money. But he ended up, I think, taking his own life because he went to prison for scamming people. Don LaPree. You remember that, Mike? Don LaPree. He was a young, good-looking kid, like a little preppy kid. He was always talking. He was a fast talker and tiny little ads. Matthew says, as someone who loves chopping vegetables with a knife, I turn my nose up at a slap chop. I love using my Henkel's knives. I love chopping things up, fingers included. That said, would buy and try if I found one at Goodwill, just to be able to do it, right? You know what I did buy and try was what's it called? You make spaghetti out of zucchini, zugetti or something like that, and it worked pretty good actually. The Shammy guy went to prison too. Drugs, I think. Wow. I thought the ShamWow guy went. Yeah, okay, I guess he did. Wow, all these people. Zoodles. Is that what it was called? Zoodles. Yeah, because they were zucchini. That's right. I still have one somewhere. And my wife and I would eat those every now and then, but if you don't cook them just right, they're crunchy, and I don't know. It just never really worked for me. Hey, Enrique, how are you? I'm on bankruptcy, but I want to still shoot. Probably never will use an area or something like that. Filmmaking is a terrible vice. You know, it will force you to go bankrupt if you're not careful. Believe me, it's not a cheap hobby. And welcome to the stream, Kathy Mitchell and her dump cakes. I don't know if I remember that one. Billy Mays, I remember. Yes, Rich. The Yayo. Oops. Okay. We could go on forever about these crazy infomercial people. They're like the olden days Shark Tank people or Dragon's Den people if you're in the European region. Only they're legal and legit, the Shark Tank and Dragon's Den. I love those shows. Make me think of Ron. Who is that? Ron Popeil? I don't know who that is. Who was the smarmy Chef Tony, I think. Was he the guy that did was he the Italian guy? Yeah. No, I think I know who you're talking about, Radios, but I don't remember who it was. By Ronco. Everything was by Ronco. Man, are we just going there. We are going down there. Holy shnikes. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Hey, Kronos is here. I haven't seen you in a while. If a woodchuck could chuck wood, probably about 7 hands. No, I don't know how you measure. How do you measure wood piles? Hands is horses. Pocket Fisherman by K-Tel. I think I had one of those. You and Mike are right on the same page, Rich. Oh yeah, Ronco. K-Tel records. Well, remember the records you could buy or you bought? Do you remember this, honey? Remember when you would buy records for a penny each or something, but then you had to buy a bunch later?
No.
What was that? It was not.
That was before I was born, probably.
It wasn't before she was born. Remember the subscription where you buy 10 records for 10, was it records? Albums?
I don't
for a penny, or CDs or something for a penny, but then you had to buy 5 at regular price. Columbia House Records Club, that's right. There it is. Hey, Jedediah is here. Jedediah, we were just talking about this, and I am going to go for it again. Oh, and by the way, and yeah, I'm going to try it. Jedediah is the one that 3D printed this for me. Barry sent that to me, and I am going to do my best to process it right here, not live, but here, on your 3D printed jewel. And I'm also going to use, I didn't tell you guys, but with all that found film, the 48 rolls, I'm also getting 6 200-foot rolls of Kodachrome K40 sound film. 200-foot rolls, you remember those? I've talked about them a lot on here. And I know at least one of them is fully exposed, and I'm pretty sure from the same bank of people or group. So that'll be fun, because with what Jeffrey 3D printed for me, I'm going to try it, because it'll do Super 8 as well, and I can do 100 feet at a time. So I'll only have to cut it once, instead of doing my UPB-1A and having to cut it into 4 different pieces. So that'll be exciting too, and that's sound film. That's sound film. K-Tel. My Ronco. But wait, there's more. Pete's here. Record clubs. You'd end up with 10 John Denver records. True. I got to send the Sonic 25 I took last year. Did you ever get that processed? Future live stream processing episode confirmed. I think Bonnie wanted me to do that or something. A Filmboy24 infomercial. Hi, welcome to Filmboy24. If you're like me, okay, I don't want to go there. Limelight says recently got a K40 sound card for found film. Can you extract the film without breaking open the cartridge? I would love to send the film in and get the cartridge back as a neat shelf piece. Yes. Yes, Limelight, I don't ever break the cartridges unless the film right here is not showing at all. If it's not showing at all, it means it got wound all the way in, and there's no way to get it out except break the cartridge that I know of. But 99.8% of the time, I get it out without breaking the cartridge. Yes, standard 50 feet. Real easy to get out. But if you're going to send it in, if you send it to me, I'll send you the cartridge back after processing. But if you're sending it to a pro lab, you need to make sure that they will send it back to you, because I don't know about some of the professional labs. In fact, I don't think many people will process K40. I got some good records and actually fulfilled my end of the bargain. Anyway, those were the deals. Yeah, I don't think I ever fulfilled my end of the bargain. I got a few of the records, but I may have bought one, and then they got mad. What can they do? I mean, I love infomercials. I may make my intro to video production class in the spring. That's a good idea. It makes them really get creative, not only on how to make the infomercial, but on what to make it about. That's a good idea, Matthew. It slices, it dices, it makes thousands of julienne fries. If anyone wants a new Leica MA, they have a $1,200 off coupon deal at Adorama. Just saying. Wonder how much are they new? Aren't they about $8,000 or something? Still, I mean, $1,200. Anytime you get over $1,000 discount on something, you know you're in trouble. But thank you for that, Stephen. Sounds good. Film isn't torn at all and advances properly. Did you already shoot it, Limelight? Who is Julian Fries? Now we have Flex Seal. Yeah, they sealed the bottom of a boat with like a screen door or something. Wonder how easily you can get some single 8 cards. Sorry. Flex Seal. They seal everything. Nope, found it not fully shot at a store. Oh, okay. If you are going to shoot it, overexpose the out of it, okay? At least by 3 stops. I don't care how old it is. Because Kodachrome really needs overexposure bad. I wonder how easily you can get some single 8 carts or just use it as display. I have some single 8 carts. I've kind of been wanting to refill them with Super 8. I don't think you can fit a full 50 feet of film. Full 50 feet of film on a single 8 cart, because single 8 film was a lot thinner based. He is Scott Free's brother. Nope, found nothing. Don't have any Super 8 cameras at all. Oh, okay. You want to just send it and see what's on it? Yeah, that's fine. Send it over. Typically, what I do though, Lightroom, I have to charge if you want everything back, and I'm not going to show it. If I keep it, then I won't charge for it because it kind of becomes mine. Otherwise, I couldn't possibly do every film that everybody wanted processed. I just don't. There's not enough time in the day. But I'd still be happy to send the cartridge back to you. But just got a Leica M5, usually under 1,000. What? Yeah, M5 under 1,000. I had a Leica M3 that I bought at a thrift store for $10. And it had a pretty decent lens on it as well. And I sold it for $880, I think. I almost felt guilty. It was a double double throw. What are they? Double cock or whatever. Double throw. I don't know. I can't remember what they call it. Oh, got it now. Julienne fries. There it is. You know. I think Travis posted diagram of the cook. Yeah, that was a pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, look at Travis Tobin on Facebook. He did. He put a really cool, like a drawing picture of the K14 process. It's pretty awesome. I don't know where he found it. Zork is a real man's. Zorky? What is Zorky? Oh, Leica Schmeika. Zorky. Zorky is a real man's camera. What is a Zorky? Someone was putting Super 8 film into single 8 cassettes, and they got a cease and desist from Kodak. Oh, really, Jim? Now, doing it on a personal level, you wouldn't, but if they're reselling them, I think I know who you're talking about. But I didn't know they got a cease and desist. Ooh, interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. Speaking of sci-fi, how will you stop it? You can keep the film itself. I just want the cartridge because it looks cool. That's fine. Send it. I'll take care of it. Email me, and we'll figure it all out. I'll give you the address. I didn't draw it. Yeah, I know. I know you found it somewhere. You found it off Medium. Oh, it's the Leica clone, the Russian one. Yeah, I got you. Love my Zorkies. I've been wanting to try one of those Russian clones. Can you really call them a Russian clone? Because it's their own camera. I mean, I guess they copied the Leica, but it's really just their camera, right? It's a looky-likey. As we'd see at David Brent, it's a looky-likey. Absolutely. Zorky had a 4K before my M5. Oh, they put Kodak's name on the cassette because it was loaded with Kodak film. Yeah, that's a no-no. Single 8. It's better than Super 8. Well, I think it is because, well, it's the cameras. I don't know that the film is necessarily better, Enrique, but I know the cameras have their own pressure plate system, so it's probably much more stable. I mean, they followed the Barnack design, but how many other cameras did? I know. That's what I mean. Everybody copied something to some degree. But without the fake Luftwaffe markings. The quality was all over the place. Yeah, I don't know how you would determine which one is good and which one is bad. So here, speaking of quality, we're going to go right here. Okay, so you guys saw the picture. If you just popped into the live stream, Lightroom forgot to mention that I also have an Ektachrome Type G 160 Silent Cart EM26 that I can send in with a Kodachrome. Don't need the cart back on that, though. Is it fully exposed, or is it just found film, Lightroom? If it is, yes, I will take it, absolutely, and I will graciously accept it. Thank you. Better design, but the film was not as good. Yeah, the cameras were made well. They're like 8mm, where they have kind of their own gate system, which is way better than Super 8. Super 8 was groundbreaking because it was a single cartridge system. Pop it in, you shoot for 3.5 minutes, you send it to your lab, and you get your film back. That's all there was to it. Nothing under the sun is new, but some things are higher quality than others. Yes. This is what I was talking about. Same situation. Found film. Yeah, send it on over. I'll definitely take it, and then I will give you credit when we show it. I'll either show it on a live stream, as long as it's not inappropriate. I've only come across that once. Or on a full video. This is film number 1. It was fully exposed. And yes, Limelight, this is how you will get it back. You see there, you can't see the film. This cartridge is empty, but fully intact. This is how I do them. Do them. So I processed this. This came from California. Southern California. This is where the seller was. And if you just joined this live stream, let me show you what I'm talking about. For $32, I got that. Every single roll is fully exposed. That picture contains 45 rolls of film. The inappropriate playlist. That'd have to be on my own website or something. 45 rolls of film. I pulled one of them, so I have 44 left, and it was this one. This particular roll was manufactured in 1991. So these are a little bit newer than what we're used to. This is not Joey in the mid to late 70s. This is something else. It's a little bit overexposed. It may be overexposed. It may be underdeveloped. I don't know, because if it's I might add 30 seconds. But I believe it was just a little overexposed. Get your popcorn. Get your coffee. It is about a little over 3 minutes. Only for paid subscribers. Now you're talking, Steven. For the inappropriate Jim. Wow. Yes, there was one that was wildly inappropriate that I processed, a found film that I got on eBay. I did show a very quick clip, I think on my live stream. You have to dig back. I don't remember which live stream it was. But what I can tell you is a young lady sat down on a couch and then went from there. She was the only one in the scene. But anyway, it was from 80s or 90s. I don't remember. It may have been 90s. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Fujifilm has no respect for their own analog film market. Yeah, you're a big fan of that, aren't you, Travis? Let me cue this up. We are going to watch this, and then don't leave, because you guys are going to like this next one. After this, we have Jeffrey's film, his Tri-X. All right, let me cue this up. Boom, ba, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom. 3.5 minutes long. Get rid of that. Somebody want to turn off the lights? Get your popcorn. This is our brand spanking new. We're going to come up with a name for this playlist as well. Turn off the lights. Popping corn. Here it is. Pete. Yeah, he's got it pulled back pretty well. That is a Hasselblad, yes. Really cool looking camera there, Silver Horse. I know those are not cheap. I'm gonna guess this was shot probably sometime right around 91, 92. Yes, it is, Super Cine. I am really excited to get into this one. Barry. I don't know. Silver Horse? A lot. Thousands. Possibly. The fella right there getting the makeup done, Mike, I don't know who he is, but we're going to talk for a minute. I'll tell you what I know about this. Or what I think I know about it. The man in the white suit, if anybody can recognize, you're going to get a good shot of him here in a second. I don't know who it is, by the way. It is very well shot, Lyndon, yes. appears he's explaining to this fella what's going on and why there's somebody filming him. We are down to the last 10 seconds. The assistant, the loader, the unloader. I got 44 more cartridges from the same lot to figure out who that is. And what, look at that. We've only used one out of that lot. We have 44 more tries. And by the way, this is sneak peek. If you're here at the live stream, you sneak peeked that because I am going to post this one in a found film episode. Aren't you special? So here's a couple of things. Yeah, for voiceover would be really cool. Well, that's why I'm kind of excited. Those Kodachrome, the 200-foot mags are sound film. This looks so professional. Really surprising this was left unprocessed. Okay, here's what I think. I think I might be wrong, but I did some research for the last couple days. I think the main fella with the Hasselblad, the guy with the dreadlocks, I think his name is Darius Anthony. I think he passed away in 2014, sadly, from cancer. I think. I'm not 100% sure. This is based on my own little bit of research. Was it a music video? It was never finished. It may have been, Jim. I believe, if that's him, which I think it is, if that's him, I believe he was known for his work as an album cover photographer. An album cover photographer. I mean, he was a photographer, obviously, probably quite gifted. It's very difficult to find information on him. But I believed he worked with, early on in his career, again, all of this is speculative, if that's him. I believe he worked with, oh gosh, what's his name? Famed photographer in his 80s now. Very well known in the photography field for photographing musical talent, artists in their own habitat, and very natural, organic looks. Shoot, what was his name? Keefe or I can't remember the guy's name. But I believe our guy was an assistant to him early on, probably like in the 80s. I feel like somewhere along the line, 44 more films, it's going to be like The Hunt for Joey with cameraman Mike, which we're going to continue soon. I feel like we are going to somehow, hopefully, figure out if I'm right, if that's truly him. If it is, I can tell you, myself and you, the 40 or so people that are here, are the only ones that have ever seen this. And I just don't think that's fair. I think with what this man probably accomplished in his life, artistically, and what he meant to probably a lot of people in his life, that we are not the only ones that should be enjoying this. So hopefully we can figure this out. Kronos, I have found, I know who Joey is. I've seen a picture of him, a recent picture of him. I just don't know how to get a hold of him. Mike Rook says, hi, and oh, another Mike. Thank you for joining us, Mike. I'm gonna have to start making a lot of mental notes with all these mics. Alwyn AI Lopez. Who is that? I don't know who that is, Travis. You might have a documentary on your hands, Mike. I screenshotted and reversed the image. I tried that too, but it came up with a bunch of people and I didn't recognize any. Oh, I did it with the guy in the suit. And came up with like a Black Panther, and which I don't think he is. A couple other. It came up with some people that didn't look like him. Alwyn AI Lopez. I don't know. Like I say, I could be wrong. That may not be Darius Anthony. If it is, there is a Darius Anthony that passed away in 2014. He was a filmmaker slash photographer, best known for his work in album covers. He did like a lot of artists. George Strait, I think, was it George Strait or one of the country music guys? And I don't know if it was him or not, but there was a lot of people that he photographed. That's why I'm hoping we can either figure out who he is, or maybe his subjects, or some of the assistants, or somebody to start piecing it together. I know, Lyle. Wouldn't that be cool? Sweet little documentary. The Vivian Maier moment. I know. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know. We're going to see what's on this. I feel like it's going to be something very, very interesting. I don't know why there's 3 different types of film. I don't know if they chose different speeds or different types of film for different types of settings. Like I say, the most of it is, I'm kind of looking at the boxes up there, a little more than a third of it is Kodachrome K40. Next would be the Tri-X 7278. And last is what we just saw was the Plus X, which is the kind I like the most. It was the least amount of it. I can't remember exactly how many rolls, but it's roughly a third, a third, a third. Goes down a little bit in that order. Found a film of Jen Cohen at 10 years old showing how to shoot and edit Super 8 film. That's pretty wild. Jen Cohen. The handy dandy do-it-yourself filmmaking film. Would be kind of, who said a documentary? That is not a bad idea. That was Lyle. That's not a bad idea, Lyle. I feel like it should be done. We're going to do our series. We'll start with the series. Documentary might not be a bad idea. I'm still working on a book as well. We are 59 and a half minutes in, almost an hour in. And before people leave, I don't want you to leave yet. Everybody settle down, chill out, settle down. I want to show you, I didn't bring his actual film up here, but we're at the part of the day, the premiere of Empty. Okay, so if you're just joining and you've not familiarized yourself with what we're talking about, 4 or 5 months ago, I had, in fact, it was this. I took 5 rolls of Tri-X, right there, 7278. We didn't know when it expired. We do now. It was all manufactured in 1983, those particular rolls, so it was over 40 years old. And I sent 1 roll to 5 different people from the live stream. So 5 people. It was in May. Yes, Jeffrey, thank you. So a long time ago, about 7 months ago, right? Yeah, 6 months ago. Those particular people shot their films. They were given, myself, my daughter Piper, you guys know Piper, my wife, my oldest daughter, we all kind of picked a word, an inspiration word. We had 15 or 20 words. We folded them up. We threw them in a little bucket, and I had Piper pick out a word. We would show the word, and we would assign it in random order to that person. So there was 5, 6 including myself, because I did one. Well, we've shown 3. We showed mine, we showed Manny's, and we showed Mike's. Flying O. Today we are going to show this side towards the screen, better known as Jeffrey. We're going to show his. Jeffrey's word, his little muse word, was empty. Let's see if we can cue it up. Now, I want you to understand one thing. Jeffrey and I, we sent the film back and forth. So we lost there was some generation lost in uploading. He downloaded it. He redid it the way he wanted it, added some music, re-rendered it, re-uploaded it. I re-downloaded it. There is some generation loss in it. You're going to get the gist of it. Let me find Jeffrey's film. Jeffrey, I'm really impressed with what Jeffrey did. And not just because I like Jeffrey, but because he did a good job. Are they all uploaded to the same Google Drive? No, none of them are on Google Drive right now. Well, yours might still be. Yes. Wait a minute. I don't think I uploaded them all yet, maybe? Yes, Mike. I do all on the same drive. They're not in the same folder. Checks in the... You owe me big time. All right, turn out the lights, get your popcorn. Let's see what Jeffrey came up with on his 41-year-old roll of Tri-X. Tell me if you cannot hear the audio. We'll get to that, radios. Oh, it's over. Okay. Jeffrey. Really well done. Really, really well done. I was looking, if it was black screen for a second, it's because I was looking at past email. I'm trying to remember. I have it written down, but it's over there somewhere. I'm trying to remember what camera you used for that, Jeffrey. If you could remind us what you used. I'm not finding it in the email because you and I email back and forth a lot, and I have to do a lot of digging, but I can't remember what camera it was. Jeffrey will let us know. I can't remember what it was. First time shooting Super 8. We got to change that. I will say this. That Niso has the quietest motor I ever heard. Niso, that's what they're known for. Volcanic applause. Yes. Yes, very well done. We're just waiting on, we have 2 films left. Matthew, we have Matthew. They have their films, both Matthew and Dave Knopp. That's the only two we have left. As soon as we get those back, we're going to show those. I will get. I'll text Dave Knopp and get him going. Yeah, thank you, Antiquarian. That he did a fantastic job. Bell & Howell Autoload 670 XL. Guys, it just goes to show that's a good consumer camera. Bell & Howell made great consumer cameras, but that just goes to show you don't need the fanciest of the schmanciest cameras to have fun and make good work. The edit will get you in the next few days. I hope it turns out half as well as the others. It will, Matthew. It will. Have faith. Believe, brother. Wow. The title must be Before the Transition to Heaven. I know the music made it. That was beautiful. Great selection. No controls on the camera. I know. So that's what I'm saying. You don't always have to have. It's all about the subject matter. I know some people will disagree with me on that, and that's fine. That's why it's great, because we all have our own opinion. I think the subject matter is the most important thing you can do when you're filming. A good quality equipment, it's great. I mean, it helps, especially if you have fantastic subject matter, and that's subjective as well. But it's all about the subject. I'd rather watch a super interesting movie that was shot on VHS than a terrible movie that was shot on 35 millimeter. So just load the camera and shoot. No, I think because he just shot it all outside, I think it helped a lot, Mike. I feel the same way, Mike. I think subject matter story is what really matters. Yes, Matthew. I mean, now, you know, I mean, the quality of the film only is there to enhance a hopefully great story, and it does. It enhances a great story. It's no fun watching a really interesting story that is crap quality, but I'd still rather do that than watch a terrible story that looks good. 5 stars. We are going, as soon as we get through Dave Knopp and Matthew's film, we're going to start a new project. I don't know what it is yet. Probably going to be some still film. But we're going to do another project. So either still film or, I don't know, something. The other Mike said Archive 81 used the Pixel Vision. I love those. The PXL 2000 Lomokino Project Next. Oh, Lomokino Project Next. That would be interesting. Who has the Lomokino? The only bad thing about the Lomokinos is they're kind of a pain to put the films together. I mean, you can just scan them with a 35 millimeter scanner. When I did mine, I used my flatbed scanner because they're like quarter frame or something, half frame. I can't remember. Yeah, but I used my flatbed scanner and then just had to piece together all the images. Lomokino would be nice. I'm just not sure everybody has one. I wish I had a PXL 2002. Those things are so cool. Such crap quality. You record everything on an old cassette. Old audio cassette tapes. They're really cool. They came out in my heyday in the 80s. I know. When they modify them too, they put, what do they put on them? RCA connectors or something. There's modified and unmodified ones. And you can get the little black and white monitors with them. They have some accessories with them. They're really kind of interesting. They're quite interesting, actually. I had the other camera, but I did not want to fiddle with controls or light meters. The Bell & Howell was in mint condition. I think I paid $10. Bell & Howell, those Filmosonics, in line with kind of what Jeffrey's talking about, that was the first camera I ever had in the 80s. First Super 8 camera I ever had in the 80s. And I loved it. I shot a lot of film with that thing. Nothing wrong with it. Limelight says quarter frame uses 2 perf. Oh, it's quarter frame. Okay, I know I've shot a couple rolls in mine in my Lomokino, which is somewhere. Can you guys see it down there? You see the box right there. Right on top of it is my Holga 120 camera. Lomokino is a great idea. I also have the Lomo scanner. Oh, you have the scanner attachment. Phew. I'll use that money for a Boyu or Aeroflex 16S. Get an Aeroflex. Yeah, both of those are great. I'd like to have a Boyu. It's one camera brand I've never owned. Well, okay, I can't say that. I have one now, but it doesn't really work. I have the Boyu 5008, but mine's a mess. Technoscope. I know it's super wide. I should load one up for next week. One of the ones I shot years ago. Bell and Howell ruled home movie making in the 60s, probably 70s, and early 80s. They did. The cameras were like indestructible too. They were plastic, but those Filmosonics were so popular. Then they started adding features. They had the Director series. They started adding all kinds of cool autofocus features on them. You know, different. I don't know if they ever had any other frame rates other than 18, but they did add a few things to them. Kodak and Bell & Howell. Boyu 4008 is the best Super 8 camera ever made. And I want one just so I can verify that. Although Jim's got a lot. Jim Cahill and Mike Flying O, they probably own about a quarter of the cameras ever made. So they're pretty good authorities on quality. How does it compare to the 6008, Jim? Well, Jim will know because I think he has. Don't you have a 6000? Jim also has a 5008, and I think either a 6 or a 7008. MS was a cool series. I'd have to look at it, Manny. But Bell and Howell was fantastic. I know, Jim, you have so many cameras. You and Mike, I'm telling you, you guys have to own a quarter of the cameras ever made. I have an exposed 8mm metal cartridge. Do you want me to send it to you, Mike? It was found in a camera. Okay, so here's the thing with that, Jeffrey. Are you positive it was exposed? Because those are tricky. If they're regular 8 and it's the cartridge, because when it's fully exposed, both sides, it's going to be back on the other side again where it starts. But yeah, send it to me. I can find out. I'll process it anyway and we'll find out. Sure, I'd love to have it. What's that, 7008? Is that what you have, Jim? Do you have a 7008? They're mainly 16mm. Oh, yours are mainly, yeah. You do have a few. Well, see, that's where you and Jim, you have millions of 16s, and he has millions of Super 8s. Together, I mean, you guys are set forever. You sell those, and you buy that big Playboy mansion you guys both want, you know? There was a 9008, actually, radios. Jim's not going to send you a 4008, so don't bet. Probably not. You have a 3008, a few 4008, 6008, and I have 2 of the Max Gate 4008s. This guy. It was modular, had a sound and a time-lapse mode. Oh, the 6008, right? Oh, no, Manny, you're talking about the Bell & Howell? Though the MS, it was modular, had sound and a time-lapse mod. Wait, Manny, is that the one where you could attach it onto the side like a little board with buttons on it? You could switch them out with different mods. If that's the one you're talking about, I've seen those and they are so cool. I have heard 7008 was a problem child. Yeah, the 6008 to me, it's just so neat looking. 8008 seems to be a video cam. Yeah, but there was a 9008. Look it up. Maybe it was a video cam too. I don't remember. The Boyu 9008. Or maybe it was just a modded one. I don't remember. But I've seen it somewhere. All right, guys. Man, has it already been an hour and almost 20 minutes? Your 6008 is very good. I think Pro 8mm will mod those two with a crystal motor. Will they not, Jim? It is a Super 8. Okay, yeah, the 9008. And Pro 8's coming out with the... Jim turned me on to this. I don't know if I got the money for it, but they got the 814E, right? Fully disassembled, right? They disassemble, completely redo it, and they're selling the 814E. I know, it just goes by like crazy, Jeffrey. We will be live streaming next week, but we're probably going to have to end promptly at 3 or in an hour because I have somewhere I have to be at 3:30. But we will be live streaming next Sunday. So don't be late. Don't be late. Thanks for another great live stream. No, it wouldn't be great if you guys weren't here. No more X-Doll from Pro 8. Oh, no more. Remember the Bell & Howell Filmo sound system with sync recorder? Yeah, the external recorder. That was cool. All right, guys. Take the stream with you. I know. Just carry it along. Great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much, everybody. Double thank you for you, Jim Cahill, for that camera. Video coming soon-ish. Probably, I got to learn it first. And put it through its paces, and we're going to do a complete breakdown video of the Nikon Super Zoom 8. So thank you again, and hopefully everybody can tune back in next Sunday. That will be December 8th. Get your Christmas shopping done early so you can relax on Sunday, right? Thanks, Pete. See you later, buddy. Bye, Piper. Two great films and a good show as usual. Thanks, Mike. Super Cindy, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I can't go through all the names, and I don't because then I'll miss somebody, and then I'll feel bad for the next week. So thank you to everybody that shows up each and every Sunday. I would not do these live streams if you weren't here because I don't want to live stream to myself. Jedediah, I keep forgetting to send that 120 film to you. I will, though, I promise. The found film, the pictures. I will get them to you. I'm going to rescan them. I'll see everybody on the 8th of December, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Love you guys. Next Sunday.